All right, students. So let's say it's the middle of August. You're working on chapter one. You've done the lectures. You've done the book reading. You've looked at a sample problem. You see an answer to number 15, and you're like, I don't know why that's the answer. I got no idea. And I don't know what to do because my friends are on vacation. I don't know who's taking the class. I don't know where they're at. You have options. All right. This discussion forum should be sort of your next point. Once you don't have anybody else maybe, or you feel stuck, chapter one discussion. All right. This is a place for you to post questions. All right. It's a place for you to tell us which problem you're having trouble with and a little bit about why. I do suggest a format here to make it a little bit easier for you to receive help. And I would like you to follow this as best as possible. And so let me just go through it. So first of all, when you make a post, you'll click reply, all right? But you need to give your post a subject, all right? And the subject should be specific, that tells the readers what problem, section, learning objective you're struggling with. And maybe it isn't a practice problem, it's maybe just a concept you don't understand, an explanation that wasn't very good, just something that isn't working for you. But the subject should have something about the chapter, section, or learning objective where you're stuck. That kind of helps point people in the right direction. All right, next, provide your thinking that has led you to this question. It doesn't really do us any good trying to help you if you say, I don't understand number 15. It's like, okay, what do you do with that? So give us a little bit of the logic, like how far did you get in the problem and then where did you get stuck? Or maybe if you're getting another answer that's wrong, maybe you provide that. The next is something called a point of confusion. And this maybe is related a little bit to number 2, but it's like, okay, I've done this work so far. Where I'm stuck is blank. Okay, so where are you getting lost is what it says here. All right, now what I've done here is I've enabled liking on this thread. Let's say number 15 is just really, really hard. We don't want to have 40 different threads that are all about number 15. If somebody posts a question and then you like it, what that's telling the teacher is that you agree that that's a good question to have, or that's like that discussion post is good and worthy of attention. All right, so the more students that like a post, it tells us about a problematic or difficult concept. And it just as a convention, don't like a post that like you actually like yay, they wrote that really well. Nobody cares about that. Don't like it. Like it because you're telling us you're also struggling. All right, it'll make it a lot easier for teachers and students to help. Now I say students, right? So there are teachers that are going to be monitoring the discussion threads, and we'll get back to you in some kind of a time frame. I don't know what kind of timeline we can guarantee because it's the summer, but we do want to get back to you. But students as well. If students have figured out number 15, go ahead and put a reply in there. Frankly, your explanation might be better than a teacher's because students often have a better time explaining stuff to each other. So this whole thing, there's nothing assigned here. There's nothing mandatory. It's just sort of here as needed. So this is for chapter 1. There's also a chapter 2 discussion. And that's really the final piece of our summer work summary. And so I hope this was all helpful. There's one more page to go in the startup module, but that's it.